Hi everyone, it's Donna DePonio, Wines for Humanity. Welcome to Wine Down Wednesday, where every other Wednesday I feature one of our wonderful wines or I give you some tips about wine. So today though, we're going to talk about our Kakadu Ridge Black Shiraz. We just got it back in a little while ago and it's going like gangbusters. So as I normally do, I will tell you about this wine via the 5 S's. So the first S is sight. So we tip the glass to take a look at the color of the wine to indicate whether it's young or old. So this wine has a purple, very purple opaque color. So meaning that it's young. If this wine was a little bit more of a reddish brown color or brick amber, then we would say that it was older. Actually, when we talk about this wine, we're going to talk a little bit more about the color. The second S is swirl. So we swirl the wines for 2 reasons. Number 1, it lets the aromas out. So I just gave the clue to the third S. And number 2, there's these streaks coming down the sides of the glass referred to as legs. If they stick to the sides and slowly make their way down to the bottom, you've got a heavier bodied wine. This wine does have legs, so it definitely is more of a heavy bodied wine. If you didn't see any legs, if they didn't stick and quickly fell to the bottom of the glass, that indicates a lighter wine. Third S is smell or sniff. And there's a new way to smell the wine that gives you a better aroma profile, and it's just putting your nose almost to the glass, keeping your mouth open a little bit like you're going to get ready to yawn, and take a couple of sniffs. Now, the reason to keep the mouth open a little bit, it allows the flavors to get on your palate, and it gives you a better aroma profile. So I'm getting some black cherries, blackberries, a little bit of white pepper, and some spice. This is going to be a good wine. Brings me to the fourth sip, or fourth wine. Fourth S is sip, and you want to take 3 sips. Reason being is the first sip conditions your palate to the flavor of the wine. The second sip invites you to a fuller appreciation of the flavor. And the third sip is now you've established a relationship with the wine and you either like it or not. It's like the 3-rule date. The guy or gal is in or out by the 3rd date. Same with the wine. And you want to coat it around your entire tongue so that you coat your palate. You'll get a better taste profile. I do get very similar to the aromas. I'm getting those black cherries, blackberries, getting a little bit of the peppery. Yeah, got a kick to this. This wine definitely has a kick. Now let's go to the 5th S, savor, where we kind of meditate on what we've been experiencing in the wine. So let's talk about this wine. This is, as I mentioned, our Kakadu Ridge Black Shiraz. The Black Shiraz, as you can see, it's a very black, inky, purplish color. So that's kind of one of the reasons it's called a Black Shiraz. It's 14.5% alcohol, so it's full-bodied, as I mentioned. And then I always love to talk about food pairings for this wine. Mustard and Shiraz are very good friends. So anything with mustard would pair well with this wine. So like a mustard glazed ham. Actually, if you've got one of those soft pretzels and you put mustard on it, this would go well with it. Lamb is another good meal that would pair well with this wine. And you can't go wrong with chocolate. I would even do a coffee flavored chocolate with this particular wine. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it comes from Australia. Yes. So if you want to learn more about this wine and other wines that we have in our portfolio, then you want to host a tasting. And it is the best deal in town. It's $55 if we select the wines for you, or $65 if you want to select them yourselves, plus tax. So it is a steal. So we can travel around the world. We'll taste 6 different wines. And then at the end, if people select the wines, then a portion of the proceeds will go to a charity of your choice. So we drink wine for charity. It doesn't get any better than that. So cheers, everybody. Thanks for sipping with me, and I will see you next week.